Morning, y'all. How are you? Um, I know it's about 10 something there for you guys. It is 6:43 a.m. for me here in Dar es Salaam. I wanted to do this live uh, because I want to show you some of the things that we have been up to. I'm going to try to see if I can get that in the background. So you see all that stuff on the line? That's like we have about 10 lines of Seamoss that we have harvested. Um, about 10 lines of Seamoss, and we are looking for Seamoss entrepreneurs because I've identified where we fit in the supply chain, and that is as a supplier wholesaler. I am not at the present time able to participate in the CMOS, the multi-billion-dollar CMOS industry, how other people can, as far as packaged and processing. I have other obligations at the moment. Um, but if it comes down to that and I find the right partner, I will have to move into the packaging process. Now, let me show you. I have some examples of what I have today. Where is my camera? There. So this is she's been drying for about just 1 day. And you can see she's purple and green, and she has different colors. And the white that you can see is the anchor roots, what it uses to anchor itself to the rock. Um, and then this stem is how it gets its photosynthesis right into the life itself. So when you get this, you'll see that it has the anchor, right? The white parts. And those are also of good nutritional value. The stem, I was thinking of leaving them in, but I think they're prohibitive to drying. So once once I take them off the line, I'm going to remove this. Now, that's just one color. This is another beautiful specimen of what we have. I'm moving, I forgive the lighting because it's like early in the morning. Actually, let me try to turn the phone down so you can see the thing for yourself, right? So I hope you can see that. I can't see what you can see there. Okay. So this piece is like green, right? Green, purple, pink, and this is how it dries up. So when we harvest, when it comes up, it looks like slightly brown, but then it begins to dry in this beautiful ultraviolet uh, kind of color. So let me tell you about this business, right? Um, Last week I said I wanted to start stay put services, and this might be for the people who are looking to stay put in the US. This might be an opportunity for you how to, really make some serious money. So purple and full spectrum CMOS sells for 2.5 ounces. Okay. 2.5 ounces sells for $9.18 an ounce. $9.18 an ounce. And 2.5 ounces this is for sale on Amazon, and anyone can become a reseller on Amazon. What a lot of people don't realize is that you can open a store on Amazon and you can sell your products on Amazon, okay? And you can have it fulfilled by Amazon. And the reason why the pricing is that way for the retail market is because Amazon also gets a cut for their warehousing, right? So at the end of the day, there is a very big margin or very big opportunity for markup if you are looking to if you're looking to start something in this 2022. We're selling as wholesalers, which gives you the opportunity to mark up the price. We can only sell by bulk. We're way over here in Tanzania, and we have picked up a couple of bulk orders, but we're harvesting, and we I have no intention of harvesting and storing and packaging and keep it, and participate in the business at that level. And so I'm going to walk around my yard with you to show you what our our process is like, right? So I'm going to, let me just walk with you so you can see. We do have a significant amount um, that we have started. So you can see on the line over there, we've got tarps on the ground. Let me show you. So these these came in yesterday, and so I could think I don't think you can see one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and then I'm gonna spin around with you. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We have 15 lines of Seamoss. We have a tarp on the ground that's, that we put down to dry. And we have these that we're moving before the sun comes, right? And so this provides an opportunity for people who would like to get started on something that's really jumping. I would suggest um, your strategy to be more like um, on Etsy or on Amazon to move it, because those marketplaces move this kind of stuff a whole lot faster than certain other channels. And then on the ground over here we have a lot more, right? So we're looking for people who want to fit in the supply chain at the place where they can package it, and they can sell it back for the premium markup price. This um, this is very, very good quality stuff, right? So you can see it's purple and green, and the color is consistent, right? It is very consistent. So that it's consistent, our process is pretty much drying and packaging and shipping. And from us to you, it will take approximately 14, 14 days or so for turnaround. So we have everything that you can see on the line, we have orders for. So we're trying to move forward with the process for our orders. And then we keep turning up the ones that are already placed, the ones that are already harvested, and they go up on the line next. So I want to go over there and show you, but I have to walk around this tree because if I walk under the sea moss, there's sand, right? So let me walk around. Is I know I have a couple of you watching. Can you just put in the comments if you can actually see me or hear me? Because I don't know when it's like, when I'm walking around outside, if it's jittery or not, right? So you can see we have the down here on one of the tarps, we have more, right? And we just have to keep turning it up, and then we sort it. So it goes from the line to um to the to the uh to the to the packaging, to where we are going to start packaging. So you can see it, this beautiful hue, this beautiful color. Where's my camera? Let me see. Yeah. So you can see it's this pink, this pinky purple, green, blue, green color that is so consistent. And so, like I said, this thing is it's it's seasonal here where we are. And so while it's in season, we're harvesting and we're doing what we can do. And all, I don't know about, well, okay, so I know Irish moss, where I come from, Jamaica, which is like the beige one. You can get that all around, all year round, because it's what do you call it? It is, that is the way it grows. Okay, and you can go, it can grow all year around. As a matter of fact, the Caribbean Sea is called the Sargasso Sea because of that actual grass, that sea moss that grows in that sea. So the beige one, the brownie beige that you can get in the Caribbean, grows all year round, right? And then you have the purple that comes from other places in the Caribbean that are being harvested in salt pools. And the thing about when they're harvested like that, they don't have the same kind of anatomy in order to give the same kind of nutrients for absorption, right? I'm not saying it's not good or whatever. I'm just saying it's just not the same. Reason being is, you see, this has to develop an anchor root structure. Those white things, those are the anchor roots that hold it to the rock, okay? And then this flag sends it up to get the photosynthesis. When they use a bottle to float the thing, right? They use a bottle in the water to float it, and then they grow it on the line, or they keep it on the line. They're preventing the sexual reproduction of the moss, and also the way how it photosynthesizes its um its nutrients. So wherever this person lived, wherever she lived in the ocean, um if she lived anchored to a rock, she had to send up this flag in order to get the rays of the sun, right? And due to the absorption of the sun's rays that she was exposed to, that is what gives it the coloring. So if she was able to get a lot of ultraviolet rays, then she would give you, a kind of pinkish purple. If she was only able to get like blue rays or whatnot, you can see. So you can clearly see this is a blue, right? This is not just purple. So it's kind of like what they're branding as mermaid hair, and sometimes you see the girls are coloring their hair. This looks like real mermaid hair stuff, and it feels like the hair of a black woman. When I'm handling it, it feels very natural to me, and I'm not surprised that it's so good for the skin and it's so good for black hair. So I'm looking for the people who are interested in getting this by the 10-pound weight. And if you can get it by the 10-pound weight, you can sell it by the ounce. And if you can sell it by the ounce, you can triple, and not even triple. You can quadruple your money based on what we are selling it for and what the market is buying it at, especially this stuff. especially stuff that the market hasn't seen. If you can find this color, Seamoss, on the market, please email me, xodusafrica, the numeral 1 at gmail.com. Right? If you can find this color and this spectrum of color in, on the market naturally, not dyed, and there is such a thing as fake Seamoss, I did not know. There is such a thing as that Seamoss that people are dyeing, people are coloring, and people are raising, and saying, yeah, look, it's grown naturally in the sea. And it's not always true. It's grown, yes, but it's farmed in a way that you don't it interrupts the life cycle and the way how the 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 algae produces. So what I will say is, those of you who are interested, thank you, grateful one, those of you who are interested in purchasing sea moss for your consumption, you should also know where the source of the sea moss comes from, which is extremely important nowadays. You need to know the source of the sea moss, and you need to know the 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 uh, the way in which it was raised and harvested. So this is hand harvested. There are no fishermen with boats going out there and dragging the ocean, right, to try to pick this up, right? It is not dragged. It is not endangering other wildlife, and it is not raking from its place in the sea, in the biology of the sea, in the ecosphere, because we don't know what purpose these things serve when they're anchored in their place. And so when you go out and you harvest them and you drag them with nets, you're interrupting the biosphere of ocean life. And so if anyone tells you that they can get this year round and they can continue to supply this all the time, then that means that it was either farmed, dyed, or something, because these particular things, they have a sexual lifespan, and this is why they are able to give you the kind of nutrients that they can give you, because they are trying to reproduce with each other, right? They're trying to secrete their sperm in the water, on the surface of the water, and reproduce. So perhaps at some point in time, I'm not sure at what point, but it's summertime now, the waters are warmer, and probably um, that is the reason why we can get it in season. And so when it's out of season, it's out of season, and I'm not going to chase the ocean or go out there and try to um, you know find more, because I understand the importance of sustainability and the value chain of fish and plankton, and all the wildlife that keeps the life cycle of the environment going. And so this is one of the reasons why I did not jump on the bandwagon. Knowing what I know about Jamaica and the Caribbean, I know that it is due to the currents and the warm water of that particular country that it is able to produce that clear sea moss consistently. So knowing what I know, that it's not interrupting the biosphere and it's something natural to us, as it would be grass. It's seagrass to us. Um, we know it's not interrupting, so we consume that a lot. a great deal, right? And then the other thing you also want to be cognizant of is, when you see them, when you see the strands of the sea moss that is too like thick, you those are what is not naturally produced, because what those do is, the way how it's anchored, or the way how they use the bottles to try to anchor to grow the sea moss. What happens is the sea moss has to work harder to get more nutrients, and so it's like what do you call it? It's like if you had a fat kid at home and you were just feeding them McDonald's, not just because, hi Maria, not just because they um their fat means that they're healthy, right? And so this this beautiful stuff from the mainland is really, 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 really gorgeous and healthy. So we're looking for people who are looking to supply this stuff, right? Well, we're looking to supply you. So we're looking for people who want to take the initiative. If you already have a business, great. If you don't have a business, it's probably something you can start in 2022, knowing the source, knowing where it comes from, knowing where it fits in the value chain, knowing the cost of the retail value. As I said, it's $9.08 an ounce for packaged purple sea moss, and this is not purple sea moss, and this is not full spectrum sea moss. This is some kind, I don't know, I'm gonna just go ahead and call it some kind of fancy mermaid hair, right? It's serious stuff. It's like, I'm trying to get closer to the camera, maybe because of the time of the day, it's so early. Maybe, yes, so there it is. So like this blue tinge, this blue green tinge, and then the purple, right? The purple, and the purple is just like in the light, it just becomes like ultraviolet or something. It's really, really, really pretty. So um I looked far and wide. For all intents and purposes, I have not found anything on the market like this in its coloring. And as you know, the coloring is what gives it its nutritional value, right? Because that means it absorbs a different kind of photonutrients, and it absorbed more chlorophyll, and it absorbed more nutrients from the sun. So this isn't something you're going to see on the market. The white pieces that you can see in here, that is not fungus, or that is not any kind of weirdness or any CMOS. Those are the anchor roots, right? Those are the anchor roots. So it's a rare form of CMOS, and I'm sure that if you are somebody who can sell something, or I'm sure if you are a hustler, or if you are someone who can who knows how to move stuff, right? And if you know how to talk about this stuff, you can make some serious money with this stuff, right? So it's not full spectrum, it's purple green, and I've been looking for it all over to see if there's anyone who has it. Haven't found it, haven't seen it. So hand harvested, it comes, it's not being dragged off the ocean by boat and destroying kelp forests or habitats. So it's being humanely sourced, right? As is, yeah. So there you go. So we're looking for partners we want to fit in the wholesaler supply chain of bringing a quality product to market. So if you're looking to make some soaps, shampoos, conditioners, or even just package the thing and resell it again, there is a significant amount of opportunity for you to do that. Let me see, 2.5 ounces of Seamoss uh, can give you about 64 ounces of gel, right? And so as this dries, I'm going to actually start using it and demonstrating how it works out, what the taste is like, and things like that. But it's definitely something beautiful, and we all know people like new, right? Which isn't new. I mean, consuming sea moss and seaweed is one of the oldest forms um, of agriculture, right? It's one of the oldest ways that people consumed food because it was readily available and highly and high in density, in nutritional density, right? So that is one of the oldest forms of how people have been eating and consuming on the planet. But there are over 7,000 species of sea moss, and I have not seen this one out there, you know, and it's moist. Like, we've been drying this for 2 days now, and it's still very moist. It's still like really, really moist. So it has uh a good level of retention from moisture, right? So we just have to keep drying it. We don't want to dry it in the sun because we don't want to lose any of the nutritional value. So if you're interested in getting some of this as a wholesaler, understanding the market, doing some research, understanding how our pricing structure is going to be of value to you. If you decided to go ahead and resell this, we're selling it in 10-pound quantities. Well, um, from what I researched when I went to other retailers on Etsy and so forth, they sell by 10 pounds, 25 pounds, 50 pounds upwards. And we can definitely supply that, right? But as you can see, it's a significant amount of effort to acquire this amount, right? So let me just put my email in here for those who would like to communicate. If you're seeing this for the first time, this is my email address. And this email address, you can also communicate with me if you are interested in investing in this business. Um, we can definitely do our own packaging, labeling, and shipping um, of this, but we don't have the resources or the manpower at the moment. We can, however, acquire that because we have the ability to uh, to maintain our value chain, right? So this is the email for anyone who is thinking that this might be an opportunity. Um, you can definitely communicate with me about getting involved in this business. Um, if you're not interested in purchasing wholesale and you're interested in investing to get us to move into the into the retail market, go ahead and message us for that. This is what people are looking for. They're looking for sustainable. They're looking for wildcraft. They're looking for, they're looking for humane harvesting. They're looking for the spectrum of colors. I mean, this this stuff right now is more valuable than than a lot of crops on the market. And you know, the more orders we get for this, the more we can move on with our beekeeping process. Because, as I said, this is not in season. No, all year round. No morning, Joseph. No food is in season all year round. Honey is not in season. It's not harvested in season. Um, is my light on? Yeah, honey is not honey is in season. You know, every food, every good quality food, mangoes come in season. Um, you know, every good quality food that you can think of comes in season. So be wary of what people can get all year round. And at this particular point, there are many suppliers who are out of stock of this particular product. And so we are looking to step into that market and fill the gap. um, if you're interested in becoming a retailer, communicate with me. This might be something small that you can start where you are and make a significant amount of money and make a better life for yourself and your family, right? So you can start with you know, our a 10 pound order and then keep moving from there, right? And for, like I said, for 10 for 2 ounces, give 64 ounces of gel. And you can do so. That is a lot. That is telling you how much you actually can do with 10 pounds, right? And so, yeah, there are a lot of people who are selling CMOS, a lot of people who are on the CMOS bandwagon and who are selling, but not a lot of people have this quality of CMOS. So holla at me. All right. You know where it comes from. It's the premium quality, and you know it's sustainably sourced, right? So communicate with me if you would like to invest to become a packaging partner so that we can move to the retail market, or if you would like to become a retailer of this, we can sell it to you wholesale. And I do not mind doing both. You know, we do have a couple of orders that came in, but the word should be out now that we have enough in this season to keep our value chain moving. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.